for fun.
Nice.
And we are
Live.
Take pics for fun. Woo!
The title of the stream is called The COVEN Podkast #1, featuring too many goddamn people to put in the title.
I just got a notification for it.
Yeah.
Same to die.
Well, my YouTube channel is
It's in the description, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Good. I didn't think you would.
Everyone that has a channel that is in this podcast has it's linked in the description of this video.
Look, Carrots is playing.
Look at that, you're actually trying.
G.
God damn it. I'm just gonna mute all of you until I finish this goddamn intro if you don't shut the fuck up.
Hold up, I would like to note that I have been quiet this.
Okay, hey guys, COVEN Productions here. Welcome to the COVEN Podkast. Joining me today is Antoine's bitch, Rebecca.
Oh, fuck you.
The Nazi Jew, the Ginger Without a Soul, Uncle Touchy, and 400-pound dude that can't see his own dick.
Yeah, I'm like 988. Add another 400 on the
awesome intro.
Yeah, it's a pretty great day, okay, boys? Like, oh shit.
Oh, roasted.
So, what should we start off with?
Let's talk about the video game shit that's going on.
No, wait. Everyone shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
What's the skeleton's favorite type of art?
We're not.
Favorite type of what?
Is he gonna be autistic?
Art?
Sculptures.
Kill yourself. What?
Alright.
I mean, suicide's a great answer.
God damn it. None of this shit. Okay. I already said none of this fucking thing.
I shall shoot you.
Okay.
Please?
Okay, Nazi Jew.
God damn it. I regret doing that intro.
Alright, boys. Alright.
Alright.
Did you just assume my gender?
Excuse my gender's not a mailbox. Oh, it is.
Damn, it's a damn wafer.
Yeah.
It is a mailbox, and I'm sexually attracted to female boxes, so.
Oh.
I'm sexually attracted to Tearnin.
Or are you attracted to the male bus or the male truck or whatever the hell that thing is called? Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay.
I guess the first thing
queer
we'll talk
ginger
about
boy
is food, because I'm actually eating something right now.
Wow, so
I'm
I'm hungry. I might leave if you talk about food because I want food.
You eating that dildos? I mean.
No.
Why did I come back?
Eating the butterscotch rice.
Oh, hey, Carrots here.
Who?
Damn, look at that.
The autistic child.
Okay, bitch boy McGee just joined.
Nice.
There are 8 people in this chat. Can we max out this room?
That would require getting CJ or Joey.
Get all of them in.
CJ wanted to, but then he just kind of didn't.
Didn't.
Yes. Now that everyone's here, instead of talking about food, let's talk about the ESRB. Let's see if I can find these things.
Oh yeah, the bullshit that's going on with the.
You're talking about Trump not knowing.
Wait.
That ESRB's been around for 20 years.
Okay, hold on. Everyone shut the hell up. One at a time. Zach, speak.
Okay.
So the fact that Trump doesn't know that ESRB's been around for 20 plus years is kind of funny.
Yes, it is.
Secondly, the fact that yeah, it's a good question.
Who the fuck is like hardcore slurping?
I was eating my soup.
No, dude, it's not me.
I don't know who it was, but okay.
It was Cat.
So the thing I'm going to talk about.
He was eating his soup.
You're getting
He's done eating.
I actually muted him, okay?
He's done eating, he said.
He's done eating. He said he's done eating.
I don't fucking believe him.
Oh, well,
Boy, better.
Okay.
He just starts crunching on chips. Just...
All right, Carrot, are you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. Just trying to get everyone's volume decent. All right,
so Carrot, 1 out of 10.
Make
How
mine
autistic is
200%,
this?
please.
this is very autistic
17.
so far.
Oh, look here, the autistic boy speaks.
That's ironic.
I haven't heard him speak in months.
It's been like a month. Oh, come on.
It has been like a
Yeah,
month.
it's been a hell of a long time. I agree.
No, the last time we played a game of Fortnite.
Legit though, what's your guys' opinion on the whole like Trump trying to give the gaming industry a rating system? Air quotes.
Yeah. So
Even though it already has one.
we've had one for like 20 years plus.
Yeah.
Now it's done as best of a job as it could. Now the problem is that stores and parents are being not careful
Soup.
with what they let their kids play.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there's a rating system. Games are rated
Exactly.
anywhere from E to adult.
17
And-
plus.
Well, there are some A-rated games for adults only, but
There are.
There's some I-rated games, actually.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about adults only. About adult only games, Austin. They cannot legally be sold in stores in the States.
That is correct.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
In Canada,
but
they can
the
only be
rating
sold
still
inside of
exists.
certain stores.
yeah.
Stores.
But here's
The
one
rating
thing-
still exists.
Yes.
Yeah, it still exists, but it's not really a thing.
Not really a thing.
Okay.
The thing is that parents are buying, like, walking into a store, looking at COD, looking at the cover of COD, and going, "Ooh, my kid should play a shooting game," and they go and buy the game, and then their kids start shooting people.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's the lack of thought on the parents' side.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
their kids are taking their parents to the store, basically, or the parents are taking their kids to the store, technically.
Yeah.
And the kids are saying like, "Oh, I've heard good things about this game. I want this game. Da, 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 da. I want
Yeah.
this. I want that. I want that." And
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
parents are just like, "Yo, let me buy this kid this game so that I can get him to shut the hell up or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that."
I've seen that.
If I'd have a
countless
suggestion
times.
to stores, would be in Canada there is a law around alcohol. When you purchase alcohol, everyone in the store that walks past the cashier has to be ID'd. If the person gets ID'd and they're under 18, but the person that they're with is over 18 is trying to purchase beer, they're not allowed to purchase anything. That's how that works. I think if a parent walks in with their kid, like even to an EB Games or a store, they should ID both.
Why?
Yeah, but who
That's
says it's
just
gonna be
like-
bypassed?
Okay, but I
It's
feel
a
like
bypass.
Wait, Corbin, let Rebecca speak.
I don't know. I don't feel like video games like lead to violence. Like, oh, if my kid shoots someone in the video game, they're gonna shoot someone. Like, no.
No.
And I feel like there's a line, there's an extent to like parents can parent their kids how they want, but I do agree that there's a line, and some parents do cross it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is an issue with the ESRB system, and it's mostly the fact that, like, there shouldn't be 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds playing COD.
Right.
Simple as that. You shouldn't have kids like that playing COD.
Yes.
And at the same time, you can't, unless you put in a more strict ID system for stores. And a store can't be like, sorry, you can't purchase this game because it looks like your kid is this age and we don't know if you're going to play with it. If you want to go and buy the game, walk in on your own. And if you're really that willing to give your kid that game, go in on your own, buy the game, and walk out. You can't stop that much. But putting this extra little barrier could help. The other thing is, this one is just pure parent-based, is that parents are putting credit cards on their kids' Xbox's accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a bunch.
And it's a problem that Microsoft has said publicly and has told off parents that do it. And Microsoft's been trying to make it harder and harder for people to do this.
Yes.
By making credit cards only, right now you can only put the same credit card on one account on Xbox. If you're putting a PayPal account, the PayPal double checks the age of the account and does a whole bunch of extra stuff and asks for extra verification. So they do a lot to that, but it's still not preventing parents from just being like, here's my credit card, I don't have an
Fuck off,
Xbox.
Garrett.
Yeah, and you can't really like stop that because parents
You
will.
could if you market it.
I mean, yeah, if you market it right, like you could, but the thing is we need to not focus so much on trying to stop the parents getting their kids these games. More or less, we need to focus, I would say, more on educating the parents and the older generation as a whole on what these ratings mean. Because the last time I went to the store with my parents, and they were paying out of pocket for a game for myself, because I currently don't hold a job, and I just turned 18 last year. So I'm still technically a minor because I'm still going through high school and whatnot. They look at the ratings and they don't quite understand it. Like they understand that M is mature, but in my household in particular, in my one situation, my family believes in no censorship. So I've been playing games like Call of Duty and other things like that in that nature for literally my entire life. Yeah. I can't say the same for a lot of other people, because a lot of other people, a lot of parents out there do pay attention to that kind of thing, and they only they restrict certain things. Like, obviously, it would make sense.
All right.
But
Can I
the
just
thing
interject for 1 second, Austin?
Yeah.
This is something, because this is segmenting into another thing I want to talk about, is the ESA. This was on IGN. The Entertainment Software Association, of which many major video game publishers and developers are members, provided a statement to IGN saying its members have not received an invitation to meet with the president about video game violence.
Yeah.
So Trump is talking out of his ass about that.
Yeah. However, I do think it's a good thing in a way that he talks about it, because I want it to lead to companies marketing and more forward pushing. Like, when's the last time you've looked at TV and you watch like
I
video
don't have
game?
cable, so I don't know.
Okay, so in general, when have you watched YouTube or other things and you've seen
I have ad block.
A message going or an ad that says that talks about, and just not just talks about, but like flashes the ESRB like in a major thing before and after a video game trailer? It doesn't happen.
No,
because companies don't want to. It's bad business to put that there.
Yeah.
However, there's no rule. Unlike movies have a rule now. They have to put a, and it's been there for a while. They have to put some sort of loud disclaimer at the beginning of their website, at the beginning of, or at the end of a trailer or an ad. They have to do it.
Like our Discord channels.
Yeah. But there hasn't been one for video games yet, and companies are taking blatant advantage of it. Now, that some things could be different, and I think, as Austin was saying earlier, marketing and basically publicizing the idea of the rating for games everywhere and basically making people more aware of it is probably the best option.
But I do feel like the ESRB should kind of follow the PEGI system, which I think is far better, because it actually says the age where fuck off. But the PEGI system actually says, like, if it's for 3-year-olds, 7, 12, 16, or 18, it actually says the age recommendation, where the ESRB just says ET or M. Parents don't. It says the age for M like in the small writing on the front, even at the back.
Right, but here's the thing, though.
Marketing idea, you know. That's where you get your money. They don't know the ages, so parents will buy it for their kids.
I know that's true, but there does come a point where, you know, if you go to see like a rated R movie, you know,
you need to have a legal guardian to go see it if you're underage.
I know, but if parents can buy tickets for their children too, so at what point does it become like a social issue more than just a personal preference issue? You know, because some parents are like, no, it's totally fine. You know, my child's mature enough. Some kids are. Some kids are mature enough at 12.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't think there's any way of regulating, like, you know, whose kid's mature enough to play this and who isn't. I think it's just like up to the parents' better judgments, and if they're shitty parents.
Yeah.
Well, that's
down to the marketing.
You also got to think about it though, because like a lot of our parents grew up with like stuff like Mario, and like they didn't really have ratings on Mario because there was no need for it.
You know.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, for example, like Mario. So it's like that wasn't really an age requirement. And now we're in the day of age of people making like Call of Duty, stuff like that. And so there actually is an age requirement for certain games. So it's like that's just really new to parents. So it's kind of like, is it really the marketer's fault or is it the parents' fault for not being educated enough?
Yeah, it's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both.
Mostly the marketing, because companies have blatantly tried to avoid publicizing the rating system. Because again, if I run Activision, would I want to suddenly cut off or try to actively prevent 50% of my player base from playing my game? No, I'd want to make it so they have no freaking clue what's going on.
Yeah,
that's the point of making money, and they're doing a really good job at it.
So then, from a purely business standpoint, I ask you this question: is it bad practice to market their things the way they do? From a pure business standpoint, is it?
No,
it's not.
It's obviously not, right? Yeah, like obviously not. That was a rhetorical question. Obviously not, because the more broad your player base is, or your viewership, or whatever, the people you're trying to market to, your demographic. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. The larger your demographic, the more money you make, the more money you stand to make, at least.
I think instead of sorry.
The point that I'm trying to get to is that I don't think we should blame the game companies and the games themselves. It should be at a fault of the parents and the players themselves. Mm-hmm. Because if you look, recent studies, and I'm talking recent studies, like so far as within the last year or so, have showed, using better methods than previous studies have, show that there is no like firm connection between violent acts in real life versus violent video games.
Exactly.
There's no connection there. It just doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So,
actually, if there's a very interesting one in Korea. As you know, a lot of the Asians, specifically South Korea, their culture is now slowly shifted very heavily towards social gaming and gaming as a social way of life. For example, in Korea, their military has divisions that play StarCraft and other games competitively against each other. They've done studies, and there are plenty online you can find in the last decade, that have shown that depending on the game you play at, obviously, and they don't actually promote anything violent. In the end, they actually promote more teamwork and cooperativeness in the majority. And this is, again, is a percentage-wise. There's always going to be someone who's out there who's not part of that percentage.
Yeah.
And that's something else we can't avoid, is everyone has a different state of mind, and you never know. Yeah, everyone has a different state of mind and takes something slightly different. Mm-hmm. Now, the majority takes it well, but there is a minority somewhere.
Yeah.
Well,
if,
trying to control
also, can I
the,
say something? With my background and growing up with the dad that I have who is in mental health and whatever, he personally thinks that gaming does have a connection to violence. The rest of my family does not. We all agree that if someone is not mentally stable, video games can trigger, but other sources of entertainment can, as well as movies and music. Several years ago, I think whenever metal started to come around, people were blaming metal for violence, and then it switched to rap. Yeah. So rap
over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Movies were being blamed for it.
Yeah.
Video games is going through a cycle that almost every piece of entertainment's gone through, and it's going to take a while for it to settle down, but eventually something will settle. Like, for example, the movies rating system, and again, like I said, how companies like flash the rating system all the time and are very absent about it. All this stuff slowly going to evolve better and better and better, even the movie side.
But the ESRB hasn't changed much since it came to existence.
No, I do believe, and so does a lot of my profs at my school, that there should be a revision within the next 5 years because of how much games have changed. Games have drastically changed.
Yeah.
Since the ESRB was created.
They have.
A game that was they've already had to change things. For example, look at Halo. I think the Halo series was teen at some point, right?
No,
or
Halo now it's teen. It used to be
now it's teen. Yeah, so there's one of my examples. It's gone from mature to teen because Halo's gotten, to the consideration of the times, less violent, less and more appropriate for certain ages.
But I mean, can we all agree that Halo, out of all of the games that was rated M, even back then in 2001, wasn't that violent compared to other games?
It had blood, so according to the system, it had.
But still, Call of Duty was released a few years later, and it had blood.
Call of Duty did a very intelligent thing.
Which was?
They did a whole bunch of marketing. They did a whole bunch of marketing around the fact that you could put a age restricted mode on it, which removed any form of blood and
But still,
turned everything
it was
to different
teen
things.
with blood.
Yes,
Yeah.
but because of this system, they found Activision found loopholes through ESRB's
Steam
rating
didn't
system.
exist back then.
I know, I said system. But by going through this system, Activision found loopholes, and that was one of the reasons.
It's exactly like what Activision did with Call of Duty at the time is exactly like what Sega did when freaking Mortal Kombat was released on the Sega.
That's a good example.
It had a hidden blood cheat code that you could activate to activate the blood, but they took the blood out of the base game. Like, they hid it from everyone else. You just had a secret hidden cheat code that was in the game's manual, might add, in the game's manual for it.
Yeah.
And, you could, find this code, put it in, there you go, you got your blood.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were, for the most part, none the wiser until it became popularized.
And Call of Duty did the opposite. That's it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty put the no blood mode as a checkmark option in the menu.
I've never seen that in Call of Duty, the first
one. I don't remember if it was the first ones. They also did a bunch of loopholes in the first ones. Like, I'm trying to remember the names. At some point, they changed it to money. I can't remember at which one they started the money thing at.
That was in Modern Warfare 2.
I remember that.
Wasn't that a cheat code, though?
No,
that was in multiplayer, where it was money.
That was multiplayer.
That was multiplayer. It's so they could get rid of the not rated. Because there's a big issue with multiplayer being not rated, and they still say it. There's no way to rate multiplayer online experiences.
Because of people like Cat.
Well, exactly. What did I do?
You know exactly what you do, Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, that's a good thing to talk about, the multiplayer.
Modern Warfare 2.
But I think if there's anything that could trigger people into violence, is multiplayer experiences and people being assholes online.
Well, remember what happened a few weeks ago, or a few months ago, remember? There's these guys playing Call of Duty, and then they were on the same team. One dude got frustrated, swatted the other guy, got the address wrong, and an innocent father was killed, and now his children don't have a father.
Wait, what?
This happened.
There was a SWAT incident.
And there
was also a streamer that got shot that way, too.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Because the streamer example, the person said that this guy had he was holding someone hostage and he had a bomb and shit. So the SWAT team, obviously with some very frightened cops, went in thinking that they were going into a complete mass psychotic terrorist, and in fright shot the guy when they entered the house.
Mm-hmm.
They then after find out that none of that was true, but
it's just. People get too crazy in online games. And one of the best things of toxic gaming communities, one of the most toxic I've ever seen that's not Call of Duty is Rainbow Six Siege.
Yep.
Oh, they're all toxic, dude.
Yep. Let's talk about Rainbow Six Siege, shall we? Because that community, oh my lord, is it toxic, and I am so fucking I'm so tired of it. But I am so much to blame for it too, so I can't.
This is something else I think that they should change slowly, especially games like COD and stuff. They've been making it better now, but it shouldn't be so damn hard or so ridiculous to not talk in team chat.
You mean game chat?
Yeah. Why? Now look for games like League of Legends, which is a toxic ass community, but it's not that mentioned or talked about anymore. The reason for it, there's only text chat. The game only has a text chat. And you can just turn it off if you don't like the text chat. Big deal. No one's yelling at you or calling you a freaking psychotic loser who should go end themselves and throw themselves off a bridge.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Now, I think they should remove or make text, voice chat, deactivated off the bat. PUBG got criticized for it hard because of the yelling and the screaming. Well, what they did in a recent update was they made it so by default, group chat or chat was off.
It's called
so you
game
had
chat?
to go physically turn game chat was off. So you had to go physically turn it on if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Simple things like that actually make a difference. and that's what I think ESRB should be telling game companies to do.
But then again, if it's like Call of Duty on console, text chat isn't really a thing unless they design it like how Rocket League does it.
Then nor is it on PUBG. Deactivate voice chat unless someone really wants to go activate it in their menus. Completely,
yeah, but
completely
PUBG does not have
deactivate
game chat on console at all.
No, I'm talking about like voice game chat. PUBG doesn't have voice game chat at all on PC or console, but they still deactivate the voice team chat off the bat. So you have to go physically turn it on. That's a step. It's a small step because I guarantee you a lot of people will actually like the fact that that happened. And they just don't want to listen to it.
Like
things like
I personally have no problem with game chat as long as the other people are respectful. When I was playing Call of Duty,
it's not about your problem with game chat. It's about the general issue.
But what's happening is gamers are changing. Because when you were playing Call of Duty, like Call of Duty 3 or Call of Duty 4 or whatever, there weren't that many toxic players.
That's just because there's more of them. That's all it is.
But now it's progressing to...
No, it's because there's more of them. The amount of people who play games in the last decade has gone up so ridiculously high. It's becoming really hard to manage, and that's why these types of things have become issues, because of this massive increase in game population of gamers.
It's not just the massive increase of people onto the consoles and onto the computer and stuff and playing games. It's not just a massive influx of people. It's just people who it is that, but that also goes hand in hand with people as a whole are changing. The societal norms is changing, and it's commonplace with your buddies to go online and jerk each other off and be like, "Oh, kill yourself! Oh, it's so funny." Yeah, it's commonplace to do that now. Take a look at the crap that we do when we're playing PUBG. we're assholes when we're playing PUBG. We're assholes, but it's exclusively to each other.
Yeah.
Like the last time I was playing PUBG with Red, I don't even remember what the conversation was, but we were just having a conversation, playing PUBG, and then out of nowhere I was just like, "Fuck you," for no reason, for no reason. But it's funny. It's funny now, as in society, people think it's funny to be a giant dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And there's a lot of people when people don't know who you are, in an online setting, they don't know if you're being serious or not. So they usually just fly off the handle and take offense to it, which is understandable because you're not you don't know.
You don't expect to walk around downtown and have someone walk up to you and be like, "Hey, fuck you, bud."
Yeah, it's just like school.
Maybe in Cornwall, Zach. Maybe.
Maybe in Cornwall. But it's a lot like schoolyards and school grounds and stuff. The more people you interact with, the more people you are going to realize are douchebags. It's just, they're there.
Yeah.
There was a kid in my English class the other day who literally leaned over, put his hand over his mouth, and whispered to me, "Hey, you're fat." And I look at him, I go, "Oh, no shit, dude, do you have a mirror?" I didn't know. I was just like, "Dude, do you have a mirror so I could check this out? Because nobody fucking told me." I've been alive for 18 years and I didn't know that. And this kid was like, "God, chill, dude. Cool your jets." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious, for pointing out the obvious. Here, you want a gold star? Gold star for you, Julie."
Okay, so I was talking to this dude in my, I don't know, I think it was my math class or something, and we were talking about relationships, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend," and then he just looks at me really weird, and he leans over to his friend, and he's like, "Geez, faggot," and I'm like, first of all, fuck you, second of all, fuck you, what?
Is it bad that sounds like something I would say, Rebecca?
I think that's something we would all say, let's be honest.
That's all right. It's one thing to say it, but it's one thing to not have a reason behind saying it.
Wait a minute. I just realized that there's someone else that's not Carrot talking in chat. I thought it was Carrot, but I fucking didn't notice it was a different name. Hi, Wix. I'm not going to pronounce the first part of your channel, but hi. Welcome to the
Hey,
COVEN
Fred,
Podcast.
Fred.
Yes.
Fred, that's
Yes.
me.
What? That's you? Oh, son of a bitch.
I love retards. It's great.
I didn't know who it was, okay?
Well done, Tearnin. You rock.
Fucking bitch.
Okay. Savage here.
Oh, man. Whoa.
All right, so
Avery's in the party.
before we
boys.
change,
Avery's in the party.
shut up for a second.
Let's all be honest. He did introduce her as Anton's bitch in the beginning. So
That's true.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How long is that bet still going on for? It's almost
what?
done,
No,
I think,
the
right?
bet didn't go through because the Canadian men's lost in the semis. Remember?
Rip.
No one
Still
won.
lost first.
No one wins.
Okay,
That's
Damn.
fine.
but one thing I want to before we segment into something else, yes or no? Should the ESRB add a middle ground rating between M and teen?
No.
No,
Yes.
No, I don't
No.
think I don't think it should
I
be.
think it's all right now. by
I don't think it
itself.
should be in between teen and mature. I think it should be. I think they should just look at it and be like, you know what? Look at this system, okay? You see it? Everybody look, get a good 15-second look at it. Okay, fuck that. We're changing it. It's broke AF. We're getting a new thing.
Yes.
And then
They should just have a big ass poster outside that says what all these ratings
like-
mean.
Yeah, I feel like the cover of video game cases shouldn't just be box art and pretty pretty pictures and stuff. It should literally just be a giant disclaimer. Hey, if you are sensitive to any of these certain topics, don't buy our game. Or
The
buy
beginning
it.
of Doki Doki
Exactly.
Literature
I feel
Club.
like there could be a middle ground as long as you were only to buy M or up games at certain locations. You couldn't go to your local Target or whatever and buy it there.
That would actually be intelligent. Only certain locations sell mature games. That's actually
Okay.
Corbett.
That's a good idea, but let me propose an argument to that. What
Propose an
happens?
argument.
What happens if the area you're in or you live in doesn't have any of these locations that sell M or up-rated games?
Order
They
it
have their
online.
own website. Yeah.
Okay, so
Any
order
What if you
it
don't have
online.
access to the
website.
internet?
It's
You're
on the
retarded. Then why are you playing video games? Okay, that's a good question, right?
Yeah, that is a good question. I'm talking more in the sense of physical because not a lot of people are solely digital.
Yeah.
I know kids can go and grab their mom's credit card or whatever, but it's not it's
Your brother.
possible. Yeah, my brother. Well, actually, my brother. That's a whole different topic for a different day. But, yeah, you can go grab your mom's credit card. But what's gonna say that a game comes in the mail and your mom's just not gonna give a shit because she knows it's her money?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know. All in all, I'd say my conclusion to it would be the ESRB should have a reconsiderate how their system currently works.
Yeah.
Publicize what they currently have, or if they change it, what they change it to. Mass publicize it. And the third final one, set up some restrictions on how games should be marketed by larger companies.
Yeah.
Those three combined, mostly the last two. The changing one would just be because suddenly most people would just see, oh wait, the rating changed right there. That's marketing. The last two are the big ones, and I think those should go forth. Restrict what companies can do in their marketing, and mass publicize what your rating system means.
Yeah, because there's countless amount of kids who are playing GTA 5, for example.
Oh
That
my god,
game.
it's probably the most controversially immature, racist, sexist game on the planet.
Yeah, and no joke, when I was growing up, this is gonna be really racist,
What
but
about intro?
there
No,
was
this is
my
worse.
younger brother, he was in his music class, okay? He was second grade, not even joking. And the teacher said to hold each other's hands while singing this song. This kid, no joke, middle of class, just said, I don't want to hold her hand, they're black. It's
Whoa.
that shit.
Holy
Yeah, I know.
shit.
Damn.
Second
Whoa.
grade, can I add again?
Whoa.
That shit. And he plays lots of video games. He was born in a farmer town. It's just is that literally right in
It's
any way?
just how you're raised, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at
that's how
Cat.
he's
Let's be
raised,
all
so
right.
it's like
As example,
allowed
look
to
at
play
Cat.
these games
Look at how he
before
speaks.
Whoa.
That's not an example.
No, I mean, look at how he speaks. Okay, that's just where he's from.
Yeah.
You know.
But what I'm saying though is still, if, for example, it's more marketed, all in all, just market it more. That's it. That's all you can do. You can't tell. You can't. It's proven it with drugs and alcohol and anything. You can't tell someone not to do it. They're gonna do it anyway. You can't restrict it. Put laws around it. People will do it anyway.
Yeah.
The simplest way to do it is market it. An example that I'm going to use right here. I have 3 friends from different parts of Canada, from Manitoba and Alberta, are at school here, and they all smoke a lot. And they're actually quitting. One of them's quit. The other 2 are quitting at the moment. And I asked them why, like, you've been doing this for like 15 years. Why are you quitting now? And they said, not because it's a different environment. It's that there's something that Ontario does that none of the other provinces do. It's that every second ad, every second trailer, every third video you see online or on the YouTube or anywhere or on TV, on the radio, it's all pushing marketing saying smoking kills. Simple message. That's all they say. They literally have a 30-second video where it's like, smoking kills, don't do it, it's bad for you. Just being able to do that has turned Ontario into one of the highest drop rates in smoking. Something simple as just marketing. That's all they did. They just pushed it in everyone's face.
Marketing is really effective if it's used properly.
Media.
I know, and 50 years ago they had commercials that were saying like, "Hey, your doctor smokes Camels." Like,
yeah, but people
Dude,
devour media. Anything you throw on media, people will eat up and love it. So simple as that. Throw it up on the media, make it super visible to everyone, and it'll change a lot. It'll still not change the extremists, but it'll lower. It will change a massive amount of stuff.
They even could add that kind of stuff, like the smoking kind of stuff, and like stuff like Super Bowl or like hockey tournaments, shit like that, like just all the sports stuff. Because most of the families who are low poverty are watching sports, okay, and like stuff like when you're smoking or any of that is also always marketed towards the lower economy, so like the really poor people, and it's only marketed towards them because they know that's like they don't really have any way to not really have fun, I should say, but like enjoy themselves in stupid ways kind of thing. So they like a lot of it could be remarketed as we have a lot of different things like
Carrot, why aren't you
other
talking,
like
by the
consoles,
way?
for example, could be marketed lower at price, or else we could just say like when you're buying cigarettes or something like that, you have to, I don't know, sign a waiver or something like shit.
You know, real talk though, real talk. You know what game is really good that's came out in the recent years?
What?
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Nope.
You can disagree with me all you want, but it's a good game. It does marketing right.
Oh yeah, it's a good game. I just don't like the fighting games.
You see,
and you have to admit it does its marketing right.
Yeah, it's marketed
during the great loot box crisis, whether it's gambling or not. They're like, hey, we got loot boxes, right? They're like capsules, you know, like from the show. They cost any. It's in-game currency. Yeah. There's a premium currency. It's called premium coins. You can't buy it though. You gotta earn it in game, and you earn the premium currency by getting duplicate items in the boxes that you pay with the in-game currency. It's pretty great, and it's only cosmetic items, nothing that affects gameplay or nothing like that. So yeah, they're like, cool. Check out our loot boxes. Pretty great.
Yeah,
that's
Can
what
I
I
also
really want.
say something?
Game.
Oh God!
Wow.
Nice.
Who was
That was
Carrot?
I didn't know my mic.
Carrot's quiet for the entire stream and just goes.
No, I just
But
Good one job, Carrot.
all right, I guess that's enough talking about the ESRB, because that's been like about 40 minutes of this live stream just talking about that. It's a good discussion though.
Mix up that and
Yep.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else to add, or
No,
move on
no.
to the next topic?
Move on.
let's keep moving.
Guess we were talking about loot boxes. Let's move into loot boxes.
Oh boy, who's ready to bash EA?
Because here's the thing: before we start getting into bashing,
no, they're not the only one. They're just the biggest one.
Yeah, before we start getting into bashing, I still say Konami did the worst out of anyone.
Let's not talk about that. Can we not? It makes my heart sad.
Okay, but
that hurts my heart.
Let's talk about Battlefield 2018 because it's confirmed EA today that it has microtransactions of cosmetic-only items.
What game?
Battlefield 2018, the game that's coming out this year, the new Battlefield.
Oh, yeah. So the fact that it's confirmed to have microtransactions is iffy, but the fact that they said it's cosmetics only is the right way to go.
They said cosmetics only because of following the backlash of Battlefront 2.
Yeah, so if they do that, I will honestly be okay with it. I'm
not going to say I'll forgive them for everything that they've done in the past, but I'm willing to go in that direction.
Yeah, I'd go as far as to send them an email and saying, thank you, this was the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would say is, well, one, I don't know why my audio is still so goddamn quiet compared to all of yours. But,
I can hear you perfectly.
No, I mean in this live stream, not in Discord.
Oh.
Because your channel hates you.
No, it's just because you guys are all so goddamn loud.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Dad.
But
that's what we're there for.
So far, the best microtransaction we saw recently announced, to my knowledge, was in Ghost Recon Wildlands, which is cosmetic only, no dupes.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
It is. It's the best one we've seen. Worst one.
These duplicates are autistic as hell.
Was Battlefront 2, but then was replaced by Metal Gear Survive.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd say there's some others that have caught up with them. In December, a game which everyone obviously probably knows, Paladins, which is hugely played. Whether or not people like it or not.
Not Overwatch?
Yeah, okay, yeah, but they rebuilt, so they'd actually been separating their identity from Overwatch because they'd been changing some of the gameplay. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities, but it's the same thing as there's a lot of similarities between PUBG and Fortnite.
Yeah.
In the end.
The similarities will be there.
In December, they redid their system. And currently, you have to pay for 90%.
What the fuck are you talking about, Carrot?
A lot of the stuff that you get to improve and make yourself more powerful has now become paid as of December. They did it to they've done it to Smite a while. They've done it to a few. So I'm putting high res up there on the recent culprits that have really gone overboard.
And another game that was announced to have microtransactions was Far Cry 5. No loot boxes. They just said microtransactions.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be similar to Ghost Recon's microtransaction system. Whenever you go into the store, you can buy car packs, you can buy customization packs for the single player. I'm assuming it's similar to that. That's
Halo
usually
6
the way
was also
Ubisoft does
confirmed
it.
to have packs, and they're also bringing back Warzone. Do you guys think it's fair also to have more OP weapons than the beginners?
Wait, what? Can you repeat that, Carrot? Corbin? Fuck.
Warzone shouldn't be
Halo 6 is bringing back Warzone along with the rec pack system, meaning they're also going to have you disprove. But would it be also fair for a lot of beginners to get all those weapons, maybe one of each only?
Wait, where did you hear the stuff about Halo 6?
Confirmed by 343.
I think it would be more beneficial if they had them locked for a month, and then they introduced them a month after people get their bearings and shit.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Not allow you to spend your rec points for a good while, allowing people to stack up on rec points. Give a lot of rec points for completing the campaign. Say, here's a bonus for completing the campaign. It's a ludicrous amount of rec points.
And
that'll allow players to get a good introduction.
Depending on what difficulty too.
Yeah.
They even could do the thing that Destiny 2 is doing, where if you don't get the weapons that you want, you could easily buy them from the person
for in-game currency.
Yeah, from in-game currency, exactly.
Yeah,
which I think would be a really smart idea.
Because I would love to criticize Destiny for their microtransactions, but Activision's actually in the last couple updates fixed a lot of the issues that it's had, and now I'd actually commend it for some of their decisions.
Okay.
So we're talking about M5 like that. What about COD also then? Because COD is also added a lot of DLC, eliminates everyone else's weapons.
Yeah, before we move on, I want to comment on Halo 5 real quick.
Okay.
I feel like everybody's too hard on the rec system and like how rec packs and stuff in that game work.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah,
Someone
let me
asked
talk.
in the chat. Don't know, new person, never seen the name before. Did you see the vengeful mosquito clipboard thing in Metal Gear Survive? Don't know what that means.
He looks like a very happy guy. What's up, Robbie?
Yeah, welcome to the stream. But
I'm looking it up right now.
This is my channel, not Coven's, by the way, if you're wondering.
What?
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 He says his channel's not whatever.
Don't listen to Carrot. He's
Okay.
just
He's an
Sorry about that.
asshole.
My mic
Yeah.
had like
continue your
giant...
Halo 5 thing.
But so I think people are too hard on the rec pack system because with Warzone and how that stuff's worked, it's never been marketed as like go here for competitive play. It's always been go here for chaos and complete bullshit. Like that. That's what it is. So obviously, yeah, there's going to be people who are going to pay to win because that's just how people are. People are greedy and they want and they have to win because people are assholes and they can't enjoy a game and have fun with it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like, I personally enjoyed the rec system with Halo 5.
Yeah.
I loved playing a couple of games of Warzone, whether or not I lost or won, whatever. Yeah, there were frustrating moments. There always will be. It's video games. It's something we love, but there will be frustrating moments. But the rec pack system as a whole was just so much fun because you could get really cool stuff, or you could get really poopy but somewhat useful stuff. Like I remember one of my most favorite rec packs I've ever opened.
What
up
about
in that
better
game.
loadout weapons like the Halo 2 BR over the standard?
Okay,
BR?
yeah, that would make
So-
sense.
Fair.
Some better
that-
loadout weapons off the.
better loadout weapons
So
is
add some different ones in there. Some ones that are a little
Yeah.
better.
yeah. That would be
Like some of the
if they
shitty
were-
wrecks that no one wrecks out with.
yeah. If they
Fucking
took some of the
bullshit.
the lower recs, like the lower tiered recs, and made them like loadout weapons, would probably be more useful.
So then
But,
after
like-
playing multiple of those war zones and you get that rec pat, you're not rewarded with a gun that you'll never use because it's trash. You're rewarded with guns that are
Yeah.
definitely better than what you have in your.
Yeah, I will say they could revamp the rec system and make it so it's more tailored to you as a player.
I can see
But that would take a lot of extra work. Like,
Kind of
But
like
it-
the opposite of
yeah,
Overwatch.
it-
Overwatch, when you play a certain character, how it makes it so like the loot crates will drop those specific characters, but like Halo
Yeah,
5, if you
like-
use a gun, it'll drop that kind of gun more
yeah,
often.
so like say I'm in Warzone and I'm playing and I'm using a rocket launcher or like a sniper a lot of the time, it'll drop things that are more akin towards the rocket launcher and the sniper. It might drop a few other things here and there.
That could
And-
make sense.
What I think they
Has
should
a higher
do
chance.
is they should have separate recs that you could get with the rec points. There should be a cosmetic rec pack that you could get, which would give you all things that are purely cosmetics.
Like
And
helmets,
then they
armor,
could have like
multiplayer
helmets,
and not rec.
armor,
Yeah.
visor
Visors,
colors,
yeah.
whatever, and stuff like that. Then they have the rec cards pack, which will give you the in-game cards that you could spend to get the weapons and the vehicles and the power-ups and all that junk.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
But-
that would make it so that people who just want to go play like custom games or they want to go rip into some like ranked and they only play that, they don't get rewarded with stuff that they'll never use out of their hard-earned work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, like sometimes, like I'm grinding for one specific thing, and I want a helmet, and all I'm getting is fucking weapons.
Although,
I'm like,
hold on,
fucking
can I jump in about the rec pack thing? I think to make an improvement on it is to do what Call of Duty has been doing the past few games, is having the ability to complete collections to get certain things.
Yeah.
You know,
That would be nice, but also a little
specifically for
hard because,
armor.
Like,
Exactly. I
armor,
need,
yeah.
I mean, they
Like,
do
like
have
little
a
beats.
cosmetic like uniform.
yeah.
okay, yeah. So, because what the hell happened to previous Halos? Like, it's not that I'm dancing over previous Halos,
Oh my god.
where you earned your armor.
Yeah.
I
there was,
do
like, a 50
prefer that over
not
anything.
50-50, but if there were like some like sought out like armors and helmets, they're like really hard to like.
Really,
look-
Rebecca? Really? Well, before we
Yeah, facts.
before we move on,
Like,
because I want to
if you
get onto
complete at, like, the
movies,
campaign
right?
legendary, like you deserve something for that.
Yeah.
If you get all the skulls, you deserve something for that.
All right, I'm just going to
Like,
jump
what about people like me who's like collected
Corbin?
every single like wreck in the game? Wait, I'm continuing with
Well,
this
I
shit.
actually have to go now, so I
What?
am going to. I have to head out.
Productions.
What are you,
Yeah.
fat Zach?
So
He
I
has
will
to
say
go to a
peace
gaming
and
arcade bar.
good
right.
conversations.
Yeah,
Yep,
good
have a good night,
conversations.
Zach.
Peace.
All right, peace out, Zach.
Okay, so
So with people, okay, fine.
just this is just a quick thing I want to point. This is not gaming or movie related, but it's interesting because the FIFA World Cup is this year, right? It's in Russia. Russian stadiums, because of a loophole, people that go watch the game, if have the right paperwork, can bring
Piece of
cannabis, cocaine, and heroin into the stadium if they have the right paperwork.
What kind of paperwork do you need for that?
I don't know.
Alright,
Like,
cannabis you
Colorado.
could have. Yeah, cannabis you could have like a health kind of thing, like my dad
But
has.
cocaine
like,
and heroin,
cocaine
what
and
type of
heroin,
fucking paperwork
yeah.
do you need to have
That's like
legal
black
cocaine and heroin?
Red, have you heard of a thing called super cancer?
Did you say super cancer?
called what?
I think you said super cancer.
That's what I thought. Also, I was double checking. Like, shit. Okay.
No, but real quick, I just want to mention my favorite rec pack I ever opened in Halo 5. I got literally nothing but plasma pistols. I got like 3 of the standard plasma pistols, and then I got 1 of each tier of the plasma pistols.
No.
Oh
I'm
my
not gonna
god,
lie.
the chaos
My
that
favorite
ensued
rec pack I
afterwards
opened
was
in the
so
game
great.
was the very last one. The last rec pack I ever had to open was the best rec pack I've ever opened. Okay,
Yeah.
because that means all the grinding was over for me.
Mhm.
Man,
Alright, so
dude, rec packs are fun.
are we all done
They are.
talking about loot boxes in games and whatever, and move on to movies?
Practically.
Yo, hold
COD.
up.
What about COD though?
COD?
Oh my god.
Yeah, their DLC stuff, like whenever like DLC weapons just dominate over the field compared to any other
Yeah.
like weapon.
I
mean,
mean,
That's
hold
fair
on,
or-
Corbin.
That's like paid to win almost.
Depends which Call of Duty you're talking about.
I'm talking about practically all of them. All of them with loot crates, just
So,
I'm saying.
Advanced Warfare
like-
did have the biggest problem. Bleh.
Problem?
Then Black Ops 3. Infinite Warfare, not so much, because you could get the weapons without needing to spend any money. World War 2, not an issue at all.
Not an issue. I mean,
In World War
Like-
2, the newest one, it's not an issue because you can get all the the newest guns. I've got all of them just by putting effort into the game and playing the game. And they are around the same strength and usefulness as the Division prestige weapons as well. So the DLC weapons, some they feel better, but in actuality there's another weapon that you can get, like the Vlockstromgewehr, which is a new assault rifle in World War II. The bar, I personally find, is better.
Ooh, the bar. I love that gun in World War II so
Yeah,
much.
the bar is really good. The Vlockstromgewehr is also good, but the bar is a well, I mean, you can't even really buy it. You either get it through a supply drop, or you do it through a special order of complete 50 matches. You know, and all the different variants of weapons in World War II, they're all cosmetic. I have a heroic MP40. It performs the exact same as a regular MP40. There's no damage increase or anything. The only thing that the MP40 heroic has above the regular MP40 is 15% more XP for my character. That doesn't affect my skill in the game. That just helps me level up faster. But level means jack shit in games.
so do you think COD is going in the right direction or not? for
No,
making-
because Activision holds that patent.
Yeah.
So why were you defending them if you
I'm
think they're not
defending
going in the
World
right
War II because it's the current one. The current Call of Duty.
And
I'm
there goes
defending it
Rebecca.
as of right now. If they add weapons that you can buy, or that if they add more DLC weapons, or not a DLC, or event weapons, if they start affecting gameplay, that's when I'll be like, okay, now you are going against what you said. They said at launch that it's all the microtransactions and all the stuff in the supply drops are all cosmetic only, do not affect gameplay.
Now, they lied.
Why?
I'm just gonna put this out here. Like in zombies, for instance.
Okay,
if
hold on.
Okay,
hold on. I know what you're gonna say. They're talking about multiplayer, not zombies.
Yeah. But
it's beneficial since you're working as a team. How can you complain that if, let's say, I have a heroic Springfield, that it does more damage?
My ass. If you were to get a better weapon in PUBG, Antoine, you would literally just like eliminate your entire team if you had the chance. Okay?
No, I wouldn't. That's fucking Jude or Tearnin. They fought over this goddamn scar. I know Tearnin can't hear me, I think. She has herself muted, but Tearnin, if you hear me, you know what I'm fucking talking about.
or okay, if we're talking about team killing here, let's talk about Red, Mr. Coven Productions himself, and
the video has not been uploaded yet.
Playing PUBG with that man and Tearnin and Zach. Or wait, no, was Zach there?
Yeah, it was a video.
Zach, it was the four of us. Yeah, it's a video that's gonna go up on your channel.
Yeah.
But at the time, we didn't know what the hell was going through Red's head, but he was like following Tearnin around, just kind of like basically crawling up her ass the whole time. And then next thing I know, I see Tiernin's health drop, and then I see up in the corner, Coven Productions down or whatever, red down Tearnin. I was like, what the fuck? I look. Like, I physically turned my character around and looked behind me, and there, down in the valley, just beneath me, I see Red pointing his fucking gun right at me, like, taking pot shots at me. I'm like, fuck you, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with this shit. And then we could talk about the time, I believe it was the same night, different match, where...
no, it was the night after.
Red was down.
The reason why communities are toxic,
yeah.
okay?
Red was down. Zach was rezzing him, and I'm like, Zach, can I just shoot him? And he's like, hold up, wait till I'm done rezzing him, so that I can like get out of the way. And then, bam! Not even a second after that sentence was uttered, Red's up, downs me, downs Zach, and gets my ass killed. Yeah, Mr. Team Killer guy.
Hey man, if
you have no room to criticize about that. But then again, neither do I. I got banned on Siege for a week one day. I also got comms banned on Xbox for like 3 days because I'm not even kidding. I was just like, I messaged some kid. I'm like, your gamer tag is dumb. And he's just like, oh, you're autistic. And I'm like, oh yeah, all caps. And then in all caps, I just go, faggot. And then I see, not even a second later, I get a message from Xbox Live, and it says notice of enforcement. I'm like, oh shit.
But I just want to know, how do we get to the topic of team killing when we were talking about weapons in Call of Duty?
Your team kill.
Because they wanted
you get better weapons to team kill, okay?
No, yeah.
That's why.
When it comes to getting better weapons in PUBG, I don't team kill. Okay, I haven't done it. If anything, I will look at Tearnin and be like, drop the weapon, because I'm better with it. I'm going to shoot you in the foot. And she does it. It's usually when she has a Car 98, because she can't snipe for jack shit. She can't drive for jack shit. She can't do fucking anything in the game.
Community, whenever you pick up a sniper, they're always going to team kill you for it just so they can get the better weapon. That's practically what that shit is right there.
I'm not actually killing her. I've never fully downed her for a weapon. If anything, I will down her sometimes because she almost kills us, or...
We can't disagree. That's practically the same thing going on right there.
Are we talking about Tearnin?
You're talking about me killing for a weapon. Do I team kill?
Killing for a weapon, doing damage to your own team for a weapon is the exact same shit right there.
It's more of threatening, not actually doing it. I don't fully commit.
Can we get
Well,
back
if
onto
you
the
shoot someone in real life, are you doing the damage or is the gun
No.
doing damage? I mean,
It's a game.
I totally just realized something. I just had a big revelation.
What?
This shit's been happening for years. People back in the days of Halo 1 and 2, they'd team kill you for the goddamn sniper. I have experienced that. I'm getting like Vietnam flashbacks because of that. I have experienced
aren't we
that
all,
way
bud?
too many
Aren't
times.
we all?
Yeah, man. The days of Halo 2 were the best days in Halo's life.
Okay.
In my opinion.
I agree.
Can we
but
go
they're
back
also-
to Nazi zombies right now? What we were talking about.
Go
So,
back to it.
What Kat was going to talk about was that some of the variants will have different benefits in zombies. I have no problem with that because if, let's say, I have some guns that do more damage in zombies, even though they're shit in multiplayer. So does Cat or Fox or whatever.
Yep, for pup.
Welcome back, Tearnin.
Thank you.
But if someone on my team happens to have a weapon that does more damage, I'm not going to complain. Because for zombies, you have to work as a team. And you can't give weapons to other people. So, you know.
No, it's not the team aspect that I'm concerned about. It's the overall, like, let's say, two specific teams, right? One team is trying to get a better, like, I don't know, wave than the other team. And the other team is too. And one team has a slight advantage with, I don't know, a different variant of the sawed-off shotgun, right? And they spawn with it. Which I don't even know if that's possible. But...
Yes, you can.
Alright, yeah. Let's say if that happens, and the other team just has regular pistols because they just started out as zombies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2 plus 2 is 4, so you had that together, and tell me what you get.
You get bibbity bobbity boo. The other team wins because they've got better guns than you.
Not necessarily.
It rhymes.
Not necessarily. If we break it down to, if you go by say, oh, if one team has better weapons than the other person, they're going to win. Not necessarily. The team that has better weapons might not be as skilled as the team that doesn't have as good weapons, because you forget the mystery box.
True.
The mystery box can negate spawning with the thing, because the best weapon to spawn with is a 1911 in Nazi Zombies. I have a epic variant of it that does more body damage but decreased headshot damage. I have it fully leveled up with a lot of attachments, and that's another thing that can negate different variants. If you level up, because I'm max level in zombies. I have every attachment for all weapons. I have FMJ, I can do high caliber rounds, I can do all that stuff. That will do more damage than a epic or heroic variant without any attachments. If someone just gets the game and they put all the weapon builds and they spend, or they get lucky with supply drops and get all of the weapons that have benefits in zombies, some of them, the majority of them, are in the mystery box, and it's chance. You could get jack shit, or you could get something amazing. When I finished the zombie mode, I did it with a pack-a-punch toggle action shotgun. It was incredible. And even pack-a-punching weapons, I believe, negates the special abilities that the epic variants or heroic variants of the weapons have. Don't quote me on that. I haven't noticed any difference. But, yeah.
Because I have the Righteous 2 for my Type 100.
This is streamed, Austin, but I can download the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure how you were doing that because we were talking about streaming and recording.
Yeah. If I was recording, you would have probably seen me. If you're watching the stream, it's my desktop, and then my face.
Yeah.
And then Carrot talking every now and then.
I'm a little unfamiliar with how streaming on YouTube works. When you finish the stream, does it stay up on your channel?
Yes. Or I can private it or unlist it.
You should leave it up.
Yeah.
Because I would like to go back and look over these conversations and kind of see how views have changed and stuff over time.
Yeah, no, we're going to try and do this 2 times a month, like every other Friday.
Sweet.
But alas, I actually have to go.
Well, I mean, it's 11:30. We ended up starting late because everyone was fucking late. So
I was not.
No.
My bad.
The other people.
I wasn't late either.
Yeah.
You, Austin,
Cat,
Tearnin,
Corbin.
Kat, and Corbin. You guys weren't late. Corbin was the
Zach,
first one here, other than me.
Eric.
So props to Corbin being the first.
Hell yeah.
Kat, what the hell are you typing? Of course.
Damn
Damn it, Kat.
Kat said in Discord that he likes penis. So just in case you're wondering.
But yeah.
What is that laugh? That hurts me.
All right. So to end the stream is a question that someone asked me to ask. It's food related.
Okay.
We're gonna just skip over movies because the only thing really interesting about movies recently was Avengers: Infinity War being pushed to be released a week earlier.
On the 27th, my birthday, which I am setting aside a very special date for.
Big boys go there.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah. So the final thing to close out the stream is: do you prefer chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry?
Vanilla.
Chocolate.
Cocoa.
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
Okay.
That's hard.
This is ice cream related.
Yeah, vanilla.
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
All right, it really depends on what kind of vanilla though, because it can't just be some like cheap ass vanilla.
If it's vanilla, I go for French vanilla.
Vanilla bean.
Yeah, French vanilla.
Oh.
Vanilla, yeah, vanilla bean is really good, but like
vanilla bean.
I'm the
Vanilla
odd
bean or
one
French
out
vanilla,
here
doesn't matter to me.
because strawberry ice cream is my favorite.
Strawberry's good. Strawberry is
Talking about French vanilla.
But however, vanilla ice cream with a little bit of a warmed up cobbler, that shit's good.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
Peach cobbler with some vanilla ice cream. Boy, god damn it! Now I want some peach cobbler.
but all right, milkshakes, vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate. Does it change?
chocolate.
Really?
I would say a strawberry milkshake.
Vanilla.
Okay,
Vanilla.
Austin, we're together. Strawberry milkshake all the way.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's
Especially at McDonald's, there's strawberry milkshakes. Ooh.
I actually have to disagree with you on that. I think McDonald's is shit at that.
Maybe in the
Agreed.
States, but here they're delicious.
I only drink coffee at McDonald's. I don't drink anything else.
Really, just coffee?
Well, just
McDonald's
their
makes you
chocolate
fat.
chip. Chocolate
They
chip.
serve Big Macs. They serve quarter pounders.
McDonald's makes you
pounds
fat.
on
Take
you.
it firsthand.
Come on, has nobody heard that song?
No.
I haven't seen.
Rock and roll McDonald's?
Nope.
Oh my god, you guys are missing out. I'm putting it in the Discord. You guys will listen to it.
Okay.
I swear to God.
Well, let's see. Okay, here's got a thing. This is the last food related thing, and we're going to end it on this note. Because we're going to end it on a nice note.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you guys consider Jay?
Well, all right, Kat, say what you're going to say. Say it right now.
All right. I don't think I can because my dad will disrespect my dad.
Oh.
My father.
I can age restrict the
EDP
stream.
445.
What is a cat?
Come on, Cat, out with it.
No. You don't need it. You know.
Is it something about cocaine?
Okay, so
What would you smell?
Yeah, I'm definitely not clicking
all
on
right,
that.
so this is a thing that I will judge you on.
Yeah.
Steak, rare,
Oh,
medium rare, medium well,
medium
done.
medium well. I don't like, and I can't stand the taste of blood. It's.
Yeah. I don't like pink.
When I did eat
love it when
steak,
it's
medium
juicy.
rare.
I used to eat medium. I like it, but then I switched over to medium.
I like well done.
well
Medium
Tiernan, you live a
All the way
sad
down.
life.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well done steak
I
is
haven't tried
terrible.
anything else.
Okay, medium rare
I like it hard.
is
Okay.
medium rare and medium well are the best ways to eat steak.
I would say it's a toss-up between medium rare and medium well for me.
Yeah, I usually eat medium rare.
I love it when it's fucking juicy.
Yeah, so do I. I like a juicy steak.
Yeah, it's good.
This sounds so sexual. Just close your eyes and imagine me going juicy.
No, you can help it.
This fucking sexual. That's it.
I haven't had a steak until like yesterday.
I'm gonna live a life of solitude under my couch, and every time somebody tries to like leave me a food tray, I'm just gonna fucking hiss at them and then slap their hands away from my tray and just be like, precious.
All right. Actually, I have one more question.
Bring it.
Favorite fast food burger?
I actually like In-N-Out. In-N-Out's good.
Oh, In-N-Out's good. Is Five Guys considered fucking fast food?
Whataburger. I like Whataburger.
Tearnin, would you count Burger Bar as fast food?
Sure, I guess.
Wait, do you guys have
a Burger Bar?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my god. Okay, so Burger Bar, what this place is, it's a local burger joint here to Utah, and they have like a different meat of the month. They have a meat of the month, and it changes every month. One meat, they had fucking shark burgers. Oh my god, that shit was so good.
They had what?
Shark burgers.
Whoa.
That shit's fucking delicious. Burger Bar is like my favorite place to get a burger.
Yeah.
They have like these massive. Their burgers are really wide and really big, and they're like fucking juicy.
Oh no, I like Whataburger myself.
So for me,
right.
the favorite fast food burger is a place that's only it's a local place. It's called Billy K. Tyrion, I've sent you the picture of my $14 meal.
Oh yeah.
The 99-cent hot dogs. So basically, Billy K's, you get a shit ton of fries. A family fry basically fills up. Whenever you order family fry there, they have to give you 2 trays, like cafeteria trays for the fries. It's like $10, I believe, for family fry, and it's 2 cafeteria trays of fries. And one fry is the equivalent to 4 McDonald's fries.
Are you a fat ass or what?
No. Here's a funny story.
No, but I'm a fat ass.
Here's a funny story. This is real. We didn't go to Billy K's for, I'd say, 6 months. And my buddy Bailey forgot about the portion sizes. And he was thinking McDonald's, right? So we got the Billy burger, a drink, and a family fry.
Oof. You make the biggest move in your life.
So whatever he's ordered, they're like, Billy burger, drink, and family fry. His face just fucking dropped. His jaw was like almost on the counter because he's like, I forgot the portion sizes.
It's like when that person walks in and orders like 17 fucking Big Macs. You're just like, what the fuck?
Like the most like. Next time I go to Billy K's, I'm probably going to order 10 hot dogs because their hot dogs are delicious. So what?
If you take a picture of you just shoving them in your mouth.
So real talk for a minute, since we're talking about like portion size.
Hot dogs in your mouth, yeah.
Oh hell yeah, every day. But no, for real though. So we all know I am like fat as fuck. Like I am a big dude. I am well within the realm of
life,
super
500-pound life.
Listen. The point that I'm getting is my eating habits were so bad at one point that I was going to McDonald's almost consistently every morning. I would get. I remember the order. I remember the exact order I'd get every single time: 3 hash browns, 2 bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, and then fucking like. And then I would get 4 sausage burritos. That's all for me. I wouldn't share that shit with anybody. I would put that shit away in like fucking 3 minutes flat. Like it would take
me like 20 minutes to do anything on that list.
Well, I know it was bad. It was bad. But then again, this was the time in my life where I wasn't getting like very like any exercise at all. I wasn't getting like out at all. I was literally getting up, going to my programming camp in the morning, then coming home and just like working on projects all day.
Yeah. Well, okay, Austin, look in the chat. This is my $14 meal that I get at Billy K's. If it loads. Two people, Tearnin and my friend judged me on the fact that I can eat all of that.
Is that poutine?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, poutine.
No, dude, same. I don't blame you. Same. No, but for real, I have to go. I'm actually like an hour late to my hangout. I told these guys I'd be over at their place, and that was an hour ago.
All right. Well, see you later, Austin.
I will talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Hopefully, next one we can actually start on time.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to joining again in the future.
Yep. See you later, Austin.
See you around.
So yeah, that was my $14 meal that Tearnin judged me on.
That's not that much.
No, it's
That's not that bad, actually.
Oh wait, is that a burrito?
What?
Oh wait, I didn't see the two.
No,
hot
there's
dogs.
2 hot dogs, a burger, and then a poutine and a drink.
Is that how you say it?
Putin? Wait, that's how you say it?
Poutine?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
What the fuck? That's poutine.
Yeah, same. That's what Jerry told me.
Jerry.
That burger there.
Okay.
Probably
Here's
a
the
minute
thing.
30
If you say
seconds.
poutine, you are a disgrace to Canada. It's
Rah rah
poutine.
Rasputin.
Well, I never wanted to be
It was
accepted in
poutine,
Canada
yes.
anyway.
Yeah,
Oh my
fuck
god.
shit. Like,
But what's also nice about Billy K's, it's the fries. They're all fresh. They're all cooked in front of you. They're they're hand cut there. The burgers are not frozen.
I'm 100% doing that.
The hot dogs are steamed. But what they put on their hot dogs is
I would
just
like to, but I don't even know if I can.
It's like it's in Boston. It's like an hour away. 2
What?
hours away. I'm just trying to go to PAX East.
I see.
Go on.
But what they put on their hot dogs is so simple. It's mustard, relish, onions,
Hot
and
dog.
coleslaw.
And more hot dog.
It is so good. Those 4 things, and the hot dogs are steamed as well. It's so good. Excuse me.
They have hot dog bites on bacon bits. Yeah, hot dog bits on top of the hot dog. It's pretty lit.
Corbin,
It's all just lathered in ketchup. Like we're talking soaked in there for 3 days straight. And then cooked with the ketchup on it.
Oh damn.
have you guys ever tried bacon wrapped hot dogs?
Yes, I have.
Have you tried suicide? What?
God damn it! All right, I think that's a nice note to end the stream on.
Have you ever hung yourself from intestines? Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, we
You might want to
lost.
edit this last part out.
Probably not. But
No, just blur. Just beep what we're saying. Okay, it's definitely not something that starts with S. Okay. Leave the viewers with that.
I mean, I can
You
just
should
age
ask
restrict
more,
the
dude,
stream
you know.
either way. Like that's not a problem.
Hey! Are you ending it right now?
Yes, I'm doing the outro. God damn it.
Okay. Go ahead. Do it. Go ahead.
Anyways, thank you
Hey,
to
go
the
ahead.
people
Fucking
who.
And that's
Okay, Cat's
an
being
age
muted.
restriction right there.
And Cat's muted until I finish the outro. Okay, so anyways, thank you guys for joining the podcast and the other people joining. Austin, Zach, Rebecca, they didn't stay until the end because of reasons. And thanks to Carrot, Tearnin, Corbin, and I don't know if Cat can hear me or not, but Cat
Yes, I can.
okay, for joining the stream, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
What?
Okay.
No.
Coven is having another one tomorrow as well.
No,
You can hold them to that. If he does not have one tomorrow, you guys can call him out. You know, you guys can all
no. Carrot, no. Carrot's muted. Okay, fuck you, Carrot. But yeah, no. We're gonna try and do this every other Friday. We're gonna try and do this podcast every other Friday. We're gonna hopefully maybe have the same people and new people. If we get a decent amount of people joining in, we'll probably increase the stream limit to maybe up to 15 people. Because with how many people we had, we were almost at the limit. if Fox and CJ and Joey joined, we'd be 11. And then we could get other people to join in as well. So it's like, I might have to increase the limit. But no, this was, for a first podcast, it started off on a high note. Like, this was a nice podcast. Man. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
Like, really
see you in the next stream. I've been Coven Productions, and if anybody else wants to...
I thought you were gay.
What?
Yeah, wait, I thought you still are Coven Productions. I'm confused.
Wait, you aren't gay?
Oh.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Okay, you guys, just because of that, everyone else except Tearnin is getting muted, and she's the only one that can say an outro.
Yay!
All right, Tearnin, say your outro.
What? Oh, I don't have one. I'll just be like, I don't know.
Just say bye then, goddammit.
Bye.
No, okay, no. Do not read that, Tearnin, because the stream's being ended in 3, 2, 1.